The ZTE Blade Zmax. It came out in the summer of 2017. The question is it actually a good device to still buy with 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of space, Android 7.1.1, and a couple other quirks to it? Nothing bad quirk-wise, I mean quirks as in stuff that it has. So it has everything's good with it. The battery lasts still. They've just recently updated the software, so it feels fast. RAM management is great. Everything's great about it. But is it still worth it to buy in 2018? Well, my answer is yes, but I want to tell you some reasons why. So let's head over to a top-down view. We'll talk about the specifications of the device, and then we'll go on with talking about why I think you should still buy this device because, well, it's good. It's one of the devices I recommend. So spec-wise, this has a 6-inch display, 1080p resolution, has Android 7.1.1 Nougat, a 6-megapixel main shooter with a 2-megapixel secondary shooter, 1080p at 30 FPS. Front camera has an 8-megapixel camera, also 1080-30, a 1.4 GHz octa-core Snapdragon 435 processor. The battery is 4080 mAh, 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of space, and a micro SD card support up to 128 GB. But I've seen people do up to 256, and it worked. You have your USB Type-C with Quick Charge 2.0, so you get a decent amount of stuff with this device. So going on some more with this device, let's just talk about the areas around. So the front of the device, you have your 6-inch 1080p display, you have your camera, earpiece, and sensors, and then at the bottom you have all of your buttons. The right side, you have your volume up and down and your textured power button. The bottom, you have your headphone jack, Type-C, and the microphone. On the left side, you have just a SIM card tray and an micro SD card slot. Back of the phone, you have your dual cameras, which is a 16 and 2 megapixel. You have your flash, fingerprint sensor, ZTE logo, decent enough speaker for the price. So you've got all of that. Now the question is, how does this thing perform? So I've just turned this thing off. We are going to see how well it turns on. 1, 2, 3, click. Just to let you know when I'm turning it on. Now, this Metro PCS screen over here does make the startup time a little bit slower, so that's an issue. So now you tap and hold on the screen, and it pops up. So as you can see, I have downloaded a bunch of different apps, games, and stuff, just standard stuff. No, I don't have Facebook on here, but we are going to load the standard apps. So I didn't even open these apps yet. So okay, so let's start off with Temple Run. We'll go to Twitter. We'll go to Subway Surfers. Now all these apps so far are loading pretty fast, happens to be for new apps. Now this one Some reason it just loads slow on most devices here, like on this screen. I don't know why. They probably just don't. I don't care to optimize it. For some reason, it only runs fast enough on iPhone. This was the original game back in the day. Now this one was optimized. There, 82, 83, whatever. Go Climb 2. Such a weird game. I like it. I don't know, I mostly downloaded the games, sorry, that I would play. Because, well, why not download the games that I would play? Doodle Jump is an old one. Allow, whatever. Loading, Mario Run. Okay, why does it... I want to install one of these play games. Probably should have done that, actually. I don't know which side the play is on. There we go. Instagram. Dancing blinds. Now, after we're done testing all of these apps, the main question is, how well does this device perform? On a daily basis, it performs pretty well. As you can see, I'm just opening up some apps here. Now, we will test the camera and the speaker up because both guys do want to know about that. And once these are done loading, I'm just going to press the multitasking. I'm going to go through the apps. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Doesn't look good right now, and this has the newest software on it. ZTE, I know I'm going to clear all now, but they open up. If you're not going to be doing heavy multitasking, you open it up. It all loads well. Nothing to complain about. Here we go. So now I'm just gonna go play a couple of my songs here. So let me turn up the volume, and I'll play my songs. Oh. Okay, so the speakers, honestly, they sound pretty good. But now the question is on some people's mind, how do the cameras perform for a device that came out last year? Maybe they're not good enough for this year. I gotta say, I love the cameras, but figure it out for yourself because. And also though, in terms of just everything in general, charging times are a bit fast. Use a quick charge charger and you will notice an increase in speeds. I love the fact that they did include quick charge because what other manufacturer has quick charge other than this and LG on their phone? For this shape of device, I haven't seen many, at least I don't think. If there are, correct me in the comments. Call quality is great. Screen resolution is great. I have no complaints about this device, like I just have praise. So now we're gonna switch right over to the cameras and then we will get right back into the rest of it.
Okay, so this is the camera and the microphone again. I have all my lights on that I usually use to record, so I can adequate lighting because my there's no adequate lighting at all. So this is what the microphone sounds, adequate lighting wise. Indoors, if you're just going to be doing this type of thing, I'm about 5 feet away from the camera. No microphone, nothing over here. You can hear straight from this. You can hear it does sound a little bit distant. Well, I wouldn't say distant, but it does sound like I'm talking through the phone microphone from a distance. And that is the rear camera. So apparently it's not 1080p like the website said, so it's 720p here. This is with all again, I don't need to repeat myself, but this is about 5 feet away again. He's speaking, no mics on me. All speaking through the camera's microphone. You can definitely hear right now. I'm speaking through the phone's microphone on me, phone microphone. So let's just take a selfie. I'll indicate one of the corners, whatever, or just underneath me, which one is which camera when I'm indoors, because it's hard to tell.
So if you did like this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Also subscribe down below because I want to make this a series of mine at some points or another when the phone is in the next year. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon, because I've seen some people have issues where they haven't seen some of my reviews recently, and YouTube has acknowledged that to most people, and they're like, thank you for your feedback. I left a vulgar review on Twitter to them, a vulgar tweet, whatever. So definitely turn on my notifications. I post once a day, but usually. Also, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Asher Tech. My Instagram is BecauseAsher. All the links and stuff will be down below. Patreon, if you want me to review higher-end devices, you definitely want to donate to me on Patreon so that I have money to buy the higher-end devices with. And just as always, enjoy the rest of your day.